it's Jasmine, and today I have another holiday look right here. This one is pretty simple, but I use the iconic Yes Please palette by Colourpop. So I know a lot of you guys are going to be able to recreate this look, and I'm so excited to jump into it. So if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep on watching. I repositioned my camera to be a little higher, so let me know if you like this POV better. Okay, so primer. We always start with primer. When do we not start with primer? I'm going to be mixing the Colourpop All-Star Primer with the original Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And this is just going to give me a smooth base, not so much a pore-filled base, but my face nonetheless is going to be really soft, so that's what I want. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Catrice HD Liquid Cover Foundation in the shade Golden Beige. This shade is absolutely perfect. I love this, and I kind of reserve it for the days where I want to look good because it's really a beautiful demi matte finish and it just looks like skin. And I'm going to also be blending this in with my Juno&Co sponge. So if you guys remember, a few weeks back I did the full face using just this sponge. And since then, a lot of other larger influencers started to do the challenge as well. And their looks were so good and mine looked like absolute shit. And I was wondering, how did you do that? It looked so good. Like, it looked like they cheated. Damn it. And some of you guys were wondering, like, did Juno&Co send me the sponge in order to do the challenge? No, I actually had the sponge before they emailed me. So I just did the challenge because I already had what I needed, if that made any sense. Now I'm going to be applying my Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay, and I'm just going to highlight my skin with this. So under my eyes, on my nose, my forehead, and my chin. Alright, I'm not going to hold up the powder for you guys to see because there's powder everywhere. It's falling off my freaking fingers. Okay, so this is the Joah Banana Powder. And this stuff, sorry, can't show you guys. This stuff is so finely milled. It works really well, not gonna lie, but it's so finely milled that it just goes everywhere, and I don't appreciate that. I don't, but it makes my skin look real good. You can't have what you want. I could have sworn I brought my eyebrow pencil, but I didn't. So all I have is my eyebrow powder. I'm going to just use this on my eyebrows because I really don't feel like going back into my room to just get a single product. So this one is the Malibu Glitz Eyebrow Powder in the shade number 3, and you can find this one on the ShopMissA website. My eyeshadow palette of choice today is the Colourpop Yes Please. I'm going to start off my eyes with the lightest peach shade in the palette, and I'm just going to pat that all over my eyes as a base. I'm going to start with the mid-tone peach into my crease. And I'm just going to really focus this on being really blended because I want this look to be really smoky prior to the cut crease. So I'm just going to focus this right in my direct crease first and then blend it out and up. With that same brush, I'm going to take the second to lightest peachy shade in the palette, and I'm going to use this to blend that transition shade just so it looks a little bit more natural. With a smaller brush, I'm going to take a cranberry red and I'm going to pop this into my direct crease. This is going to give us a little bit more dimension and kind of accentuate our crease, but since I do have small eyelids, I want to make sure that my crease looks a little bit bigger, so I'm also applying this a little higher than my natural crease line. With a smaller brush, I'm going to take a burnt orange red shade and I'm going to apply this right in my crease just so it gives it a little bit more dimension. So you want to work with something now a little bit more neutral or a little bit more cool tone just so that you can add shadow and depth. And right now what I'm doing is I'm just blending the edges to make sure that they're soft and seamless. I'm going to take the darkest shade in this palette, and I'm just going to go ahead and define the crease one more time right where I placed that brick shade. And then make sure you blend that in. So I'm just using a small blending brush so that it's very precise. It's a precise blending. Now for the fun part, let's go ahead and cut our crease with our concealer. I'm going to start in the inner corner and I'm just going to follow the natural shape of my crease, but I'm also going to make it just a little bit higher because I don't have a big eyelid. While that concealer is still wet, I'm gonna act quick and I'm gonna take a gold and I'm just going to go ahead and press it right on top of that concealer. The concealer is going to act as a base for the powders to stick on, and it's going to look a little bit more vibrant. Oh! She did the damn thing. Look at that. Ooh. So I went ahead and I applied some winged eyeliner, but I'm having that regular and double eyelid type of day, so I had to make this one a little bit bigger, so it looks weird and I hate it, but it's fine. I think it's fine. I don't know. You know what? This is the shit you have to deal with when you're Asian. You can't get what you always want. And, you know, sometimes life sucks. But I'm just gonna apply some lashes. I already applied some lash glue on these ones. These are the Juno&Co's number 15. I think they're called Ariana. I know my friend Ariana is gonna be watching this and be like, oh, that's me. Just gonna apply this, and it's a really natural eyelash, and I wanted it to kind of accentuate the look and not hide it. Lashes are real cute. So while that dries, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my face because I don't like working on my eyes while my glue dries. And I forgot to bring in bronzer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use an eyeshadow. I'm gonna use this color right here as my bronzer, and hopefully that works out because I got somewhere to go. I'm gonna start on my forehead because I don't care about my forehead. And so far, so good. I'm using my Ulta brush, and this one really shears out powders, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to make sure that, you know, if it happened to be really bad, that's not that bad. If it happens to be bad, I would kind of want it to be a little bit blended, and this kind of does the job, so I'm happy. I'm curious, have you guys ever done this? Forget something like a blush or a highlight or a bronzer, and then you just went into your eyeshadow palette to do what you gotta do? Sometimes improvisation is really good. It's a great characteristic to have. I learned that in theater. Now, if you're probably thinking, damn, that's a waste of eyeshadow, but listen, how often do you hit pan on an eyeshadow? How often? Let me know, because I don't hit pan on an eyeshadow very often, so if I can get my full use out of it, then let me do it. I've been loving this highlighter from ShopMissA. It's a pink called Throne. I have a whole review on it, but I really like this as blush because it's so pretty, so rose gold, and it just makes your cheeks look so flushed and so natural. I've been really loving that glowy face, so I've been taking my Laura Geller Gilded Honey, and I have been putting this on the apples of my cheeks, and this also helps blend in the blush, but also adds a extremely highlighted cheekbone. I'm gonna also add this color into my inner corner, because it's a different type of gold than the one that I have on my actual eyelid. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lower waterline with the LA Girl Gel Glide Eyeliner in the shade Brown. And I'm just gonna look up into a mirror and apply this. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna start with the darkest shade in the palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply this right where I put that eyeliner. And this is going to give me a lot of depth right off the bat. I'm gonna follow that up with a brick shade, and I'm just gonna heavily blend this under my eyes, blending this into the darkest shade. And then I put the red on the tip of the brush, and this is gonna go right in that area where the brick red and that darkest shade meet, just so there is a cohesive blend. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with the Real Her lip liner in the shade I Am Confident. This is just your typical neutral nude lip liner. They just recently launched new lipsticks, and this is their I Am Enough lipstick. I'm excited to see if I like it or not, because I don't typically like their lipsticks. you guys all really enjoy. I do have another video planned where I want to incorporate green because I know red and green are typical Christmassy colors, and I also want to do another video where I focus a lot on more nudes, like actual neutral nude tones, and you know, kind of get you guys in the holiday spirit, holiday feel. So I hope you guys all really enjoy the look, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.